Hey everybody, I'm Alabama Boss. Welcome to another episode of Uncurrent Events. This one right here takes us to Washington, where there's an 18-year-old boy who goes to the mall. And apparently he was a little wound up. So he goes up the escalator and decides this is the perfect time for me to pull out my junk. And he locks eyes with a 67-year-old woman. So apparently she gets pretty upset, as any woman would. So obviously he gets arrested. This 18-year-old tells police that he's been having technical difficulties with his zipper. He says, hey man, my zipper's broke. My junk keeps falling out of it. They keep questioning him, and he finally admits, I haven't got any in a while. That's a quote. He told the cops he showed an old woman his junk because he ain't got laid. Look, I'm gonna give this guy some advice. And any of y'all out there that think you're gonna get laid by go showing your junk off, it's not a sports car. You don't have a Lamborghini. You're not gonna go up and down the strip and be like, look what I got, and bitches come running. Because that's not how it works. It's never worked. In the history of flashing, nobody has ever pulled their dick out and a girl go, I want some of that right there. I'll take a dose. Never! To all the men out there, we all hit dry spells. It's okay. Just work your way through it, if you know what I mean. You're not gonna get any by flashing people. Stop doing it. So let's talk to people, join these dating websites, get on Tinder, do what you gotta do, because flashing is gonna get you one place. That's jail. And look, this goes for the people sending dick pics too. Y'all not getting none. Nobody is opening up their inbox and being like, oh, well, I didn't like this guy, but now that I see this pristine penis, I want some of it. I think I'll take two. I may be dumb. Maybe all of y'all sending dick pics to people are getting laid. I don't know. You know what she needs? A picture of my penis. That'll change her mind. I'm an asshole, but my dick ain't. It's real pretty. Okay, this one's gonna take us down under to Australia, where a man is suing his boss for being bullied at work. How could this man have been bullied? He was being farted on. This man is claiming that he has $1.8 million worth of anxiety, depression, and physical injuries. Basically, the man says that he was being farted on daily. The victim claimed that his boss would come up while he was at the printer and break wind on him. You know, all this crazy farting going on. So the court eventually ruled that the victim was not a victim. He didn't get any money. His boss was not guilty of anything. And the judge's whole reasoning behind this was the victim was German. And in Australia, that's just how we do it, mate. We shit on each other. Get used to it. And to be honest, this is not too hard to believe. Australia is the deep, deep South. I mean, they are a different breed of redneck. This is what they do. They shit on each other and laugh about it. So look, there may be some high-paying jobs in Australia, and if you go down there and take one, be ready for it. Somebody's gonna fart in your face and laugh. Just suck it up and go on about your business. Okay, this one takes us down to Duluth, Georgia, where there's a deal going down between two cars. There's a 69-year-old man who has answered a Korean ad in a newspaper. He's going to sell his ginseng to a woman who he thinks is a legit buyer. So they meet in a parking lot, they back up to each other. It ends up being about 20 pounds of ginseng, as the report says. And while they're weighing it, they're putting it into the other woman's car. And out of nowhere, the accomplice to the heist, the 70-year-old Korean lady, gets in the getaway car. So we have a pursuit of sorts between citizens going on in the parking lot. And this old woman manages to get away, and they have not caught her yet. So a lot of y'all out there are probably thinking, 20 pounds of ginseng root. I have no idea what that is, or I don't know what it's worth. Well, this is a natural root that grows in America, in Alabama, Georgia, in the hills, and people dig it and they sell it, and it's used in all these supplements for energy and whatnot. And mostly Asian people buy it overseas and I guess sell it back to us after they do whatever they do to it. So what was this 20 pounds of ginseng worth? Well, it had hit about $1,000 a pound. So this guy could have lost around $20,000. Look, I don't know how this has changed. I used to dig ginseng, and I would take my ginseng root to an old man that lived at a house. He would weigh it there, and he would have a big barrel and put it up nice and neat and lock the doors. I've never really heard of doing ginseng deals in parking lots by backing trunks up together, or doing ginseng deals with 70-year-old Korean ladies out of want ads in a newspaper. That right there should have been a red flag for this guy. So, you know, it's kind of on you, dude. You got ripped by a 70-year-old woman. Suck it up. I mean, and look, they haven't found her. She's got the perfect disguise. She's a 70-year-old Asian woman. They're never gonna find her. This one right here takes us to Beijing, China, to a sperm bank where there is a shortage of sperm donors. This one sperm bank in Beijing is now requiring that anyone donating sperm must pledge loyalty to the Communist Party, and that their sperm, apparently, is gonna be loyal to the Communist Party. This whole thing is just weird to me anyway, because if you go to work for like Walmart in China, you'll make about 15 cents an hour, where this sperm bank is going to pay you $900 to jack off in a cup. And how do they prove you're even dedicated? It's the honor system. That's it. And who is going to tell, nope, sorry, I'm not going to do that, and turn down $900 and go back to working in rice fields? No, they're all going to just say, yeah, I'll say that shit. Give me $900 and give me a nudie magazine. And look, the science does not prove anything. There's no way to tell that your sperm is going to be a communist when it comes out. Just because it come out of your communist body when it's born, you're probably going to have a gay anarchist. Okay, this one takes us out to Reno, Nevada, where there's a young lady submitted a videotape, sort of an audition tape, so she gets invited to sing the national anthem for this minor league baseball team. So she decides to go to a game about a week prior before she sings the national anthem. And they get there and they find out there's new security measures in place. There's metal detectors and there's no gun policy. It's a gun-free zone. Well, she happens to carry a Glock 43. She is very strong in her belief on the Second Amendment. She has her Glock, she conceals carries, and she has a permit for it. So they do not go to the game, and she decides to not sing the national anthem. I mean, this is really a big deal. This is a young woman who wants to sing the national anthem, and she has to decide, do I sing the national anthem or do I get denied my Second Amendment right? That's kind of what she says. That's how I see it. And she chose to not sing the national anthem. I mean, I'm kind of mixed emotion on this. You get a chance to sing the national anthem. If you're good at it, I think you should do it. Good for her that she stood up for her beliefs on the Second Amendment. Kudos on that. But what are you really going to do if you're down there singing the national anthem and somebody starts shooting at you? You're not going to be any assistance with your gun in the middle of the damn field. You're just a target. And if anybody's going to get shot, it's the person singing the national anthem. And you got a 9mm Glock, you're not going to be picking people off up in the stands. So there's a lot of things here that should have went into consideration before she turned this down. Look, I don't know what to think about this story, to be honest, so I'm going to ask you, if you had an opportunity, or your wife or whatever, to sing the national anthem, would you turn it down? What should this lady have done? Did she do the right thing by not going in? I'd really like to know in the comments, because I have no idea. I have really mixed emotions about this. Well, that's all I got this week. If you want to see the extended version, head on over to Rated Red's YouTube channel and hit subscribe. I'm Alabama Boss. Y'all have a good one.